Hello friends, how are you all? Hope everything's good with you. Love you, Ashraf here. So for today's video, we'll show you around the top 10 easiest countries to immigrate to as an expat. Hope you like this video. Thank you all so much for your support. Paraguay. Expat moving to Paraguay are attracted by the stable economy, low taxes, and low cost of living. However, like many other developing countries, life here has its downsides, including corruption. To obtain permanent residence, you only need to make a local bank deposit of at least 5,000 US dollars. Investor visas are available at around double the cost. You'll need to visit Paraguay at least once every 3 years, or your residence papers could be cancelled. By law, permanent residents may apply for Paraguayan citizenship within 3 years. However, expats need to demonstrate significant local ties before they call the 24th most powerful passport in the world their own. This includes marriage, ownership of land or a company, continuous fiscal residence, or a local job. In addition, basic knowledge of Spanish and the country's history, geography, and politics are required. In practice, it can take a lot longer. Ecuador. Smaller than the Philippines but larger than the United Kingdom. Ecuador often pops up on lists of retirement havens. The romantic picture postcards appeal of this oil producer lies in a diverse landscape that takes in the Amazon jungle, the Andean highlands, and over 2,200 kilometers of coastline, including the wildlife-rich Galapagos Islands. Paraguay is also a country with a history that takes in the Inca and Spanish empires. With its location at the top of South America, it's also a wonderful base to explore the entire continent. Moving to Ecuador on a retirement visa is easy. Just prove a monthly income of $800 per month with a certificate from a pension authority, employer, or other income provider. You can apply for permanent residency after 21 months on a temporary residence visa. Residency by investment, on the other hand, only requires putting 27,000 US dollars into real estate or an Ecuadorian bank. The country's virtual consulates offers information on the kinds of visas available. Panama. Panama makes it easy for expats to make their homes in Central America's most cosmopolitan city. A tropical climate, a low cost of living, and strong safety credentials make Panama an ideal choice. Two visa programs facilitate the process. The 2012 launch of the Tropical Nations Friendly Nations visa allows citizens from 50 different countries, including the United States, most European Union nations, Japan, South Korea, Australia, New Zealand, Brazil, Argentina, and Mexico to apply for a fast-track permanent residency. If that's you, you'll need to deposit 5,000 US dollars in a Panamanian bank and establish a local company. 5 years down the road, you become eligible for a passport. However, you need to demonstrate ties to the country, ideally by having spent most of your time there. Mexico. With its high quality of life, superior healthcare system, and vibrant culture, this westernmost cradle of civilization is home to between 1.2 million United Nations estimates and 4 million unofficial estimates foreign-born people. Mexican citizenship. The passport is the 17th most powerful with visa-free travel to 145 countries, requires 5 years of residency prior to the application date. If you come from a Spanish-speaking country, you can apply for naturalization after 2 years. On the other hand, Britons, Americans, and Australians can apply for dual citizenship straight away. Working in Mexico. Once you've got a work permit, local recruitment agencies will take you more seriously. In general, multinational companies will act as a sponsor as required. It's also becoming common for Mexican companies to hire staff as independent contractors or through job agencies because of stronger labor regulations. Montenegro. With its gorgeous villages, dramatic natural contrast, and unlikely status as an adventure sports hotspot, tiny Montenegro is paradise for Instagrammers. Its low taxes and business startup costs and multicultural populations simply enhance that appeal. It's been called the next French Riviera and is home to 64 millionaires. Since declaring independence in 2006, Montenegro's economy has been service-led, with some dependence on the tourism and renewable energy sectors. A candidate country for accession to the European Union, Montenegro enjoys a stable credit rating and an economy with a 4.1% annual growth rate. Anyone can apply for a one-year residence visa in what appears to be one of the easiest countries to immigrate to on grounds of employment, education, medical treatment, or family reunion. Residence through employment is considerably easy, with non-residents setting up a company and appointing themselves as employees. Czechia. Since joining the European Union in 2004, Czechia has greatly diversified its economy. The country is no longer solely focused on manufacturing. Czechia is moving into the high-tech, services-led knowledge sectors too. The country's strong labor market means that Czechia now has the highest rate of job vacancies in the European Union at 6%, nearly twice that of Belgium and Germany. Working in Czechia. People with permanent residency for 5 years may apply for citizenship and need to pass a Czech language test. Fluency in Czech requires 1,100 class hours for a native English speaker, according to estimates by the U.S. Department of State. Although Czechia lies at the heart of Europe, setting up a business is harder than in other EU countries. The nation ranks 35th on the latest World Bank Index. However, it remains a relatively reasonable priced place to live. A one-bedroom city center apartment costs about $29,314. United Arab Emirates. Little more than a sleepy backwater just 50 years ago, the United Arab Emirates has repositioned itself as an international center for trade and commerce. It has done so by capitalizing on its hydrocarbon reserves and a geostrategic location at the crossroads of Asia, Africa, and Europe. Now home to the tallest building in the world and the planet's biggest mall, the Federation attracts some 20 million tourists each year. The process of acquiring residency makes it one of the easiest countries to immigrate to, though certainly not the cheapest unless they're a national of a Gulf Cooperation Council country. Anyone who wants to move to the United Arab Emirates must either be employed or have their own company. The cheapest freelance work visa in the UAE, go freelance in a single associated residence visa, can cost in the range of $25,800 for 3 years. Qatar. With an average per capita income in Qatar of about $490,000, resource-rich Qatar offers expats a high standard of living that is relatively easy to access. As the nation readies to host the 2022 FIFA World Cup, a raft of new development projects are underway that promise to further elevate the nation's quality of life and possibly push up living costs. Working in Qatar. Finding work in Qatar as an English-speaking expat is easier than in several other countries. The growing economy means jobs are available in different sectors, from finance and industry to media and marketing. Setting up a business in Qatar is another route, but this must be in designated free zones or in conjunction with local sponsors. A Qatar residence permit is a relatively simple process, and the country is one of the few in the Middle East to offer a path to the permanent residency. However, foreign nationals need to be married to Qataris or have lived in the country for 20 years. Singapore. Singapore has long been a popular draw for expats, with its strong economy, political stability, and family-friendly society. With Chinese and English being the main languages of business, it appeals equally to Western and Chinese expats. That being said, soaring prices and increasingly tight visa restrictions have dimmed its charm in recent years. Working in Singapore. To make a life in Singapore, you either need to find a job that pays over $3,300, qualify for one of the country's Entrepreneur Entrepreneur visas, or make a business investment of $2.5 million under the Global Investor Program. Once you've got a job, it's easy enough to apply for permanent residence, 2 years after which you become eligible for citizenship. Singapore is the second easiest place in the world to do business, after New Zealand. Several cash grants are available to startup companies, including those run by foreigners. Thailand. As a developing country, living in Thailand is more affordable than many places. A one-bedroom apartment in the center of the city is likely to set you back $40,500 each month. Unlike nearby Bali, where you need a work permit to take up a residence, Thailand's elite easy access visa gives you a renewable multi-entry 5-year residence visa for a one-time fee of $500,000. Although the process takes about 4 months, it makes Thailand one of the easiest countries to immigrate to. The first of its kind visa is aimed at high net worth individuals. Depending on the tier you choose, comes with shopping discounts and golf, spa, and private jet privileges. Working in Thailand. If you're looking for gainful employment or you want to start a business in Thailand, you'll need to apply for a non-immigrant B visa at a cost of $5,000 for a year's validity. So that's it for today, my friends. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all for your support. Hope you like our video for today. If you're new to our channel, please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and don't forget to turn on your notification bell to get notified whenever we post our new videos. Thank you all so much again for your support, and see you in our next videos. Bye for now.